I'm back. Hey guys, just wanted to touch base with all you guys. I know I've been kind of missing in action with all this COVID. Weren't able to get to the racetrack. So I started a project. I didn't start a project. Every year we go offshore fishing. We have a boat in the family. So we've been doing what we call seaworthy, getting it ready to go offshore fishing. It starts actually this month. So that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been watching videos as I drive along and work.
In 1,000 feet, turn left.
Sorry about that, guys. I am driving. But it is hands-free, guys. So don't panic. But I'm not able to text back or anything. Time I get home, I'm tired. So I just want to throw this video out real quick. Give a couple shout-outs. Sherman, RC. He's got that red. It's flying, man. Looks good. Sounds good. I like it. Little Mr. Chili. I'm glad you got on board with them reds. You're going to love that engine. You're going to love it. Big shout out to you. Nice. Love it. And Woogie. Yep. I heard you call me out the other day. Ain't done a video. You're right. It's coming. So, with that being said, I'm real excited about all you guys getting these new engines and stuff. And I don't want to go over the whole big debate on how you break in an engine or anything like that. But I can tell you the way I do it, it's pretty simple. Yeah, there's no magic to it. You know, there's a few different ways, but I see a lot of guys, you really can't tell when your engines are broke in. Maybe I can help with this break-in. What I do is I heat cycle it with my
turn left
heat
on
gun.
Frontage Road.
I do it 3 to 5 times. I just put it up wherever you can set it up. I put a flywheel on my engine. I heat it up to operating temperatures.
Continue straight for 35 minutes to
about
exit 51 I-610 East.
I heat it up to about 230, 250, no more than 250. You know, the operating temperature is probably about 225, 220. So I heat it up between 230, 250. 5 times. 5 times, guys. Rotate each time you heat it up. Rotate the engine with your fingers. And on the flywheel, use the flywheel. Next thing, after you do 5 heat cycles, put it on your whip. Now, this is where it doesn't really get tricky, but keep it simple. Keep it simple. And what I mean by that is, like little Mr. Chili, you know, he read those directions and saying, basically, it's set for breaking in. They are. And what you do is get all your endpoint adjustments correct, get your engine in your whip, heat it up, start it up. It may not idle, guys, but don't mess with the needles. And you're thinking, well, how do I get it to break in and idle? This is how you do it, guys. Get all your endpoints adjusted. You turn your throttle adjustment up until your engine will stay running. And at that point, you start running. I idle about 5 tanks through my engine. And what you do, as you start, when you start it, you have to bump the throttle, trim up, get it to a, you know, an RPM that it's going to stay running, and you'll hear that engine over time as you're breaking it in and idling tanks. It'll start to begin to build a rev. Each time you hear that rev, click down 1 notch on your radio, on your throttle trim. When you know it's broke in is when you pretty much have your throttle trim all the way back down to 0, and it's idling. Not necessarily running great or tuned out, but running. And then I put my whip on the ground, and I run probably another 3 tanks, 4 tanks, you know, quarter speed, half speed. And then after that, I pretty much start tuning on it, hitting the racetrack. I know all this is going to be debatable, blah, blah, blah. That's just the way I do it, and I've been successful with it. You can also add, I don't use no famous oils or mixtures or anything like that, but I will put a drop or 2 of Marvel mystery oil in my fuel when I break in. Sometimes, sometimes not. Just kind of depends on how I feel. So, anyway, I'm glad to be able to watch all you guys' videos. Sorry for no response, but I'm definitely watching you guys. Everything's looking good. Looking like everybody's got a good tune on their whips right now. So, I just want to touch base with you guys. You'll have a good day. And I'm out!